Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRF race of the day for Sunday, May the 17th. It's the Grade 3 Desert Stormer Stakes, race number 8 at Santa Anita, 3/4 of a mile for fillies and mares. Before we get started with the analysis, please try out those DRF mobile past performances. Experience DRF Classic PPs with mobile interactive access anywhere, anytime, on any mobile device. Access full cards in seconds, fast. Learn all the details, drf.com/MPPS. Here's the field for the Grade 3 Desert Stormer. Remember, you can download free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Access them, handicap along with us. The number 5, Bellafina, expected to be a short-priced favorite in this race, making her second start of the year. And as we take a look at the Timeform U.S. pace projector for this race, Mike, we know that Bellafina, when she breaks, has excellent tactical speed, and I would think she probably is going to be sitting just off the 6, Artistic Diva.
Yeah, I agree with that. She has to break from the gate, which she didn't do last time. But if she does, she's got plenty of speed to even make the lead if they want it. But I'm sure they'd be content to track.
Bob Baffert will mount a two-pronged assault against Bellafina, starting with the number 1, Fighting Mad. And I liked Fighting Mad's first 2 starts sprinting, but she really made her name in her most recent start, her first and only start around 2 turns in the Grade 3 Torrey Pines. We'll take a look at that race right now. This race during the summer meet at Del Mar, and she got to an easy lead in this 2-turn race. I thought the track was also a bit inside speed favoring, but Fighting Mad really ran in the stretch, and she drives away from this field. 89 Beyer speed figure. Baffert told our Steve Anderson in the DRF advance of this race, maybe he's going to give her a race to stretch her out. If she comes back sharp, she's an interesting horse because she has some upside. The layoff somewhat of a concern.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she does have upside. She did pair up 89 Beyers in her 2 starts last summer, including that win we just watched there. But I mean, she just got so loose on the lead in that race, and it was such a soft trip that it made me not want to take her back in this spot, especially when you throw in the fact that she has to really improve to win.
I think the number 2, First Star, is an interesting horse that has some talent and maybe is just a bit dirtied up. I really liked her race 2, her second lifetime start at Del Mar. She won her debut sprinting. She was 4 wide every step of the way of that 2-turn race. She still was able to get it done. They shipped her across the country, and she ran a good second in the Grade 2 Raven run. The La Brea was a very tough spot against Hard Not to Love. And then last time out, while she was disappointing, I wonder if she was too close to the pace, and maybe she is a sprinter. Maybe a mile and a 16th isn't her game.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it too. I like her cutting back in this race. It's also worth pointing out, not that she had a bad trip last time, but it was a very rated pace and that it did not go fast, and she just let the winner Derlou have the lead in there. I don't think that race is as bad as it looks, but I do like her cutting back, and I do like her upside. I think she's, of the longer prices, she's the most interesting one.
I agree. And let's watch the stretch run of that mile and a 16th race on Valentine's Day. Derlou, as Mike mentioned, was able to get to a rated pace. And First Star at odds on was confidently ridden in second. She just could not make up ground. Derlou is not a bad horse at all. First Star, yes, is going to have to improve, but she was capable of a 91 Beyer speed figure in only her 3rd start as a 3-year-old. Like Mike, I'm expecting a little bit of improvement here. Baffert trains the 1, Fighting Mad, also has the number 3, Mother. And Mother has really danced a lot of dances in her career, including last time out in the Grade 2 Santa Monica. We'll take a look at that race right now. She pressed this moderate pace on the backstretch while wide and in between horses. She's in between horses right now, but she is no match for Hard Not to Love, who won this race at odds on and then came back to finish second in the Grade 1 Beholder Mile with a 94 Beyer speed figure. Mother is a solid horse. Can she stay close enough to this pace? The Timeform U.S. pace projector doesn't believe so. I'm a little bit more bullish.
Me too. I think she can keep closer to it, especially if they don't go fast in this race. I just like her as a sprinter, Dan. I prefer her going shorter. The race we just watched, I thought she ran well. The Grade 1 La Brea back in December, I thought she ran well in that race too. I don't know. I think she makes a lot of sense in this race.
Amuse is the number 4, and this is a very tough spot for Amuse, going out for a great trainer in Dick Mandela, but we have not seen Amuse in over a year, when she just did not fire in the Grade 3 Las Flores, a race that was won by a very sharp horse. Danska's My Girl was winning her 4th, came back to win her 4th in a row, and she won the 2019 Desert Stormer with an 87 buyer. This layoff is just too tough, I think, for her to overcome.
Yeah, me too. She just wasn't a horse I was that interested in this race. We'll see what happens off the long layoff.
Bellafina, simply the horse to beat, the number 5, a multiple Grade 1 stakes winner, returning to her favorite track. And in those 3 formulator PPs, folks, I'd urge you to take a look at her most recent start, the Carousel. She was breaking from the inside post. She broke terribly. She then rushed up on the outside into the teeth of the pace. And you really can't afford to make any mistakes when you're facing a horse the likes of a Mia Mischief on Mia Mischief's home turf. If Bellafina breaks here, she's going to be right there when they turn into the stretch, and she's going to be real tough. Are you concerned that the 6 is a little sharp for her?
I mean, I wasn't. I do, I've always sort of preferred her as a sprinter. I don't think 6 is going to be too short for her. We'll see how that plays out. She does have an excuse for her last race, and obviously getting back to Santa Anita seems like it's really what she wants. She just runs well every time here. I just think she's really tough in here, Dan. Even as I, sort of recognize that, she has disappointed, more than once at short prices. So there's something to be leery of with her. I just think they found a really good spot for her here.
And I thought she ran really well in her prior races leading up to the Carousel. The La Brea, an excellent race where she was just going too fast on the lead, facing the Sharp Hard Not to Love, and the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, where she was behind a wall of horses on the turn before angling very wide and was gaining late on the talented Cafefi. Artistic Diva is the number 6, and Artistic Diva really has done little wrong in her career. Her most recent start was the Spring Fever Stakes at Oakland. It was her first start of an extended layoff. She got caught off in a big pace duel. The runner-up of that race came back to run 2nd in the Carousel, finishing ahead of Bellafina with an 88 buyer. The 6th place finisher of that race came back to win with a 92 buyer. Artistic Diva probably needed that race. She is fast enough to make the lead, and if Bellafina and some of these others leave her alone, maybe she can make them pay at a price.
Maybe she can. I don't have any real knocks on her. She's run, as you say, she's run well in basically all of her starts. I just didn't really see her getting loose. I think she needs to catch some breaks to win here, Dan. And I just didn't really see her getting loose because Bellafina is certainly fast enough to keep her honest.
The number 7, Tomlin, must prove that she is as effective on dirt as she is on a synthetic surface. Let's go back to her last race at Golden Gate Fields on the Tapeta. She sat right up close to the pace, and she has shown this tactical gear in the past that could serve her well here. She is all out. She's going to get up towards the inside with a nice run to win it. 84 buyer speed figure, though, it's light compared to some of the big names in this race.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not going to knock her. She's going to be a big price in this race. She just looks like she's overmatched by this field.
And Hang a Star, the number 8, very lightly raced, has some upside, has done some good things since blinkers were added to the equation. I wonder if the wet track moved her up most recently. Let's watch that race on the Ides of March. She's down towards the inside in here, and she's going to shoot on through eventually and win this race with a career best buyer of 83. Now, she was 21-1 in this race, and non-winners of one other than taking a big step up in class, but working very swiftly.
She is. She got a great trip to win this race. I do like the way she finished at the end once she got through to the lead. But, even repeating that effort's not going to get it done against this field, Dan. She's in super tough in this race.
Top pick time for the Grade 3 Desert Stormer, your Sunday DRF race of the day. Mike, you're not fooling around. Bellafina, when she's right, is one of the better filly and mare sprinters in the country.
Yeah, listen, I get anybody who wants to take a shot against her because, again, she has disappointed more than once in the past. I just think they found a great spot for her here, Dan. And this is her favorite track. I'm expecting her to show up this time.
She's the most likely winner by a long way, and I'd use her as an A in any kind of multiple race wagers. A small stab against her on the win end. If Mother drips up to something like 7-2 or 4-1 at post time, she's just an honest horse in good form, chasing a good horse like Hard Not to Love last time out. I'm starting to come around on Mother. I wasn't a big fan of her earlier in her career, but the fact does remain that Bellafina has had her number throughout her career. Mike's going 5-3-2-1. I'm going 3-1-2-5 in the Grade 3 Desert Stormer. It's your Sunday DRF race of the day, and it has an approximate post time of 4:08. Good luck.